Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm super excited to check this out. This is the Benchmade Shootout. Now, it's in the seasonal sage green Grivery. It's a Tonto, the number 5370BK-07. We're going to take a peek at this one. We're also going to compare it to some of the Benchmade models that you know and love, because if you haven't had a shootout, you're missing out. I'm just saying. Super snappy, super lightweight. Let's open this up. Take a look in the box, see what we get. I haven't, like I said, you saw me, open this up. I saw it a while back at SHOT Show. I haven't seen what is up with this anodizing. So what do you get in the box? Some nice padding, use and care manual, that information on your Life Sharp warranty. Now, seasonal colorway. These are only going to be available for a limited amount of time. And it's something that Benchmade's been doing. Okay. This is the sage green. You get, of course, a microfiber bag. And you get the gold anodized, like a lanyard pommel or a lanyard loop on the end that kind of pops. And then that firing switch, gold anodized also. What do you think? Give me some feedback on the color. But let's take a look at the blade. Obviously, there's no safety on these. They fire right out. Ooh, I like the black blade. This has a DLC coating on crew wear. That one came down quick. CPM crew wear on this one. It's got a DLC black blade finish. Look at that combo. Let's get the light off of it so you can see kind of a good sage green, gold anodized, black hardware. Okay. Not too shabby. It's definitely different than, the standard black with kind of that FDE. All right, let me know in the comments. Let me know. Now, this does have, the Grivery has some texture built in. So almost like, it kind of feels like a little bit of maybe that like skateboard grip tape kind of feel right there that's kind of built in to the handle. A little more, bi-directional patterning on the sides. And of course, same on both sides. A little bit of, built-in jimping right here to kind of just make sure, that pinky finger stays locked in. And of course, they did not forget. They put on the lanyard loop pommel. They did not forget about the lanyard fans. Shout out to that. They got the deep carry pocket clip, right or left-handed carry. Of course, tip up, tip down, however you want to describe that, but pretty much tip down, coming right out the front. So there's your hardware. It's one-sided. Now, I recommend don't take these apart. Springs will go flying everywhere, and they are baby springs. They're small. And it is awesome. If you want to take a look, go to benchmade.com. I'll link it down below. They have parts torn apart, kind of blown out, so you can see everything that's inside there if you're curious. Now, this one, the Sage Green Grivery, comes in at retail full price, $350. The stores already have it. The Benchmade dealers already have it for $315. So if you like this color, pick it up. We'll do some color comparison too to kind of the sea foam, the blue they had, the original black. We're also going to compare it with a bug out and a bailout and a mini bug out and a 940. And of course, one of the new OTF Claymores. So that's coming up here really quick. But let's talk about some stats on this one. Now, your blade, of course, we talked about CPM crew wear. Got the black DLC coating. So it's gonna treat you well. I've been carrying a Shootout for a couple years now. I love it. It's one of my go-tos. It's easy to operate. You can carry it offhand as well, so you can flip the pocket clip to the left side if you're a righty, or vice versa. Easy to operate with that thumb. You can pull it out, one-handed operation, boom, get your cuts done, right back in the pocket. People will hear the snap at work and they'll look around and be like, who's that? You're like, I don't know, because you've already taken care of business. You've already got the knife out, made your cut, put it back in your pocket, done. Right? I like it. Now, on the other part of this, the blade length, 3.49 inches, so just shy of 3.5 inches. The thickness on the blade, 0.09 of an inch, so relatively thin in comparison, but OTFs, you like them thin, lightweight, all that good stuff. Now the knife itself, when it's open, the overall open length is 8.19 inches. Closed, you're looking at 4.71 inches, and your handle thickness is 1.51 inches. So 1.5 inch thickness on it. You're pretty good. You're dialed in. You're ready to go. Now, this is the double action OTF spine fire. As you can see, gold anodized button and lanyard loop. I kind of like it. It's like a rich gold color. Not super shiny. A very nice anodized color. I kind of like it. Now, the weight on this, 2.8 ounces. Made in the USA by Benchmade Knife Company. I highly recommend the Shootout. I have a couple of them. I have the dark blue. I have the black. All that good stuff. There's the black one. It's great. There's your color comparison, right? We looked at that already. Now, maybe you have a bug out. You're like, how does this compare size-wise to the bug out? This is that awesome navy blue combo. Man, I just got to tell you, I really like it. So I'm going to try to line it up like with obviously the handles lining up together. You can see blade-wise, a little bit longer on the Shootout. Handles obviously a little bit longer as well, about almost a finger length longer. So that's pretty good. Now your bug out's still going to be thinner. It's still going to be lighter, of course. But overall, that's your size comparison. You know, I can grab the bug out, get a full hand on it, grab the Shootout. I have plenty of room, no matter where I want to grip it. But it's kind of nice because you can hold it back here. Just get that super easy operation, even if you're gripped up down here. A little bit of that curve in on the handle. A little bit of that built-in jimping just kind of locks it in for you. So that's your comparison on the bug out. I like these colors, by the way. The seasonal ones are kind of getting me. These blues, you know, you guys know how it is. Now, they did the Seafoam and the mini bug out. So if you want to see the difference between the Seafoam and the Sage Green, that's a really good comparison. Combo, I was going to say comparison. But you can see the difference between the two. Let's get a little closer look on those. So the Sage is obviously much more muted, a little darker, you know, has those really good accents with the gold. You can see your size difference, obviously with blade, obviously with handle, and thickness, of course. The mini bug out's got a beat on small sizing. The Shootout's a full-size knife, OTF-wise, out the front. Now, a lot of comparisons came in with the Shootout related to the bailout. So the bailout, this one's the anodized aluminum, the black aluminum. I really love the bailout. It doesn't get as much attention as I think it should. Now, one of the originals I had, of course, I had it ground down to a drop point. It was beautiful. Shout out to Tom Veff for that. But overall, your Shootout and your bailout have a really good comparison. So if you like the bailout, this one might be for you, you know? And it's an OTF version. So, you know, I know one-handed operation, right? My apologies. This one's one of the brand new ones that I grabbed. I didn't want to grab one of my old used ones. It's all banged up, but maybe I should next time. But either way, like, you can get this one out. You can get it back in. But ease of operation, I mean, super snappy, super quick. So that was a good comparison. You know, handle-wise related to the Shootout, pretty darn comparable. Of course, they're going to rock it with the mini deep carry. But the Shootout does have the standard pattern. As you can see, it's got 2 screws, but as you can see, it's got the 3-hole pattern, right or left. So you can put any of those awesome clips or any of those awesome aftermarket ones on your Shootout. Maybe get a gold-plated one or a gold anodized one, to match. Little matchy-matchy. That would have been pretty rad. Pretty rad, just saying. Of course, me being a 940 fan, I got to give a shout out to all the 940 fans. This is one I built in the custom 940 shop. Thank you, Benchmade, for putting that in the customizer. Carbon fiber, Dama steel, built perfectly. I love it. One of my favorites, as you all know. And if you don't know, get in on the 940. I love it. Now, Benchmade just came out with the out the front Claymore, right? If you haven't seen that, check out my video on my channel here, that one. But dual-edged, but also kind of a grivery, a black grivery, and then rocking the deep carry clip as well. But this is not spine fired, right? This is and this is where some of the controversy came up, where they're like, people are like, because I pointed out pocket clip and But people like the pocket clip and switch sometimes being on the same side. because maybe they've had them, deploy in a situation where they didn't want it to. I'm just saying. And I know I got a little bit of flack for that, but that's how it goes. So handle to handle comparison. The OTF Claymore, a little bit bigger in handle, a little bit longer in blade, not as thick and wide of a blade as you can see comparison-wise. And then, of course, the OTF Claymore, a lot thicker than the Shootout. And then handle-wise, you get your difference right there, right? Spine fire on the Shootout on the left, on the right, you got your handle fire side. So I really like, I know the Infidels and stuff came with these, a lot of the other OTFs. I am really digging the spine fire on the Shootout. It's just super handy. Doesn't matter where it is. Your hand just falls in place. It's super simple to operate. So kind of a recap. I want to know what your thoughts are on this seasonal colorway. I've kind of heard a lot of the thoughts, but if you're just seeing the Shootout for the first time, let me know what you think about the Shootout. Would you go an OTF Shootout? I know a lot of you have. There's some awesome stuff that I've seen people do out there. You've seen some stuff on some of my live streams as well of what you can do with the Shootout. So overall, it's a really cool one. And I think seasonal wise, it fits, right? You're getting into that spring. It's going to be just that spring going into summer season. It's kind of cool. The gold parts, gold anodizing, it kind of just hits a little bit. So overall, really cool. Shout out to Benchmade. I like it. Keep products coming. I love it. But don't forget, hashtag DSKFS. Do something kind for someone. Just an awesome, awesome way to live your life, live your day, and really make a fun impact and a kind impact on somebody else's life. So overall, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment below. But most importantly, have an awesome rest of your day. Take care.